Hello YouTube, ZeroMagnumX here with the deck profile update. I figured I'd give you guys something while I'm like knee deep in work and take a little bit of a break to record this. This is the agent deck I had on the previous duels. A few things too. This is going to be a little bit for discussion as well for agents. Basically, I think agents are now what Frog Monarchs used to be, but they're more efficient because you don't have to rely on tribute summons, and Solemn Warning doesn't mean an end all to be all for the deck. Likewise, there's so many different ways to go if you just tech these guys in. There's the Gallus, Star Beast, FTK, OTK, which I really like, but I know is probably inconsistent. I haven't tried it out for myself yet, but I think it's a neat deck. There's agents with TG. There's tour guide agents. There's all kinds of different ways to run this deck. So this is my version of it. I'd probably run TG agents personally because I think that they have way more consistency in the theme. You get the searches at the end phase and everything else. So, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm using, and I'll explain why I'm using some cards. Aside from obvious one, like, 3 Hyperion is staple. 3 Earth. I noticed some people are only running like 1 or 2 of this. I like 3 because I like to be able to throw it down and be able to search right there off the bat. And be able to thin my deck out, because the thinner this deck gets, the more efficient my hand buildup gets. It's the same kind of thought process for anyone who runs gadgets. You deck thin so you get your efficiency to bump up. 3 Venus, because with Effect Veilers being popular more so now, I think that's really good. 3 Shine Ball. 3 this guy, because he's my main tuner, which is why I said I'd probably switch over to TG agents and have the benefit of running like Herald of Orange Light, which I don't own and this deck doesn't have. 3 Chaos Sorcerers. Yeah, 3 could be overkill, but 3 is also good for drawing purposes. And if they get warnings, you can just banish another one and get another one out. Sometimes they clog up the hand, sometimes they flow exactly how they need to. 2 Christia, because it's at 2. 1 Blackluster Soldier. 1 Gores. I only want run 1 Trigodia for a variety of reasons. One, this deck maintains its hand, but then kind of explodes on the field with that hand. So you've got to be careful in using something like Trigodia. So I think a 1 of is good for this kind of deck type. Sangan, who is a big lightning rod to the deck, searches out so much, and would search out more if this was TG. Honest. Jupiter, because he's in here, and Alchemist. Okay, spells, they're pretty simplistic. 3 Duality. 2 Smashing Ground. 1 Foolish, in case you absolutely need to throw that dark in the graveyard. I'm thinking about making that an MST though. Heavy Storm, 1 MST. 2 Force Packs. Okay. This trio will be 2 Solemn Warnings and a Solemn Judgment whenever the 10s hit. Just making that clear. So, but right now they're 2 Black Horn of Heavens and Dark Bribes. So that's the overall deck. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, I'd probably do the TG agents or the Gallus FTK over this build. I don't own tour guides because I'm poor. I'm a college student. I'm not dropping $300 to $500 for 3 pieces of shiny cardboard. I'm sorry. I would just rather take a more inventive deck that can still put out the wins without needing tour guide. I'm not saying this is it, but I'm saying there are other options that you don't need tour guide for, and you can play them and still win. Alright, well, that's all really, and I hope you like the deck profile. If you have any suggestions in terms of spells and traps, let me know. I know monsters what I need to switch if I build TGs and whatever else have you. So yeah, that's all really. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and any suggestions would be great. Don't be like, oh, trust your deck and other stuff. No, that I built this because I bought the 3 structure decks because I thought originally my fiance was going to build agents, and I thought they were going to be really good, and she didn't have any desire to build them after we built her Black Wings up a little bit, and she tried those out, and she played Dragoonities. So I ended up keeping the agents for myself, and then getting all the other tech stuff I can build this. This is just from my supplies of what I have. This plethora of resources goes into different decks. So that's just something I also wanted to bring up. If you have any suggestions of decks of the format too, I'd be much obliged. Like, agents are good, I know right now. Dark Worlds, I know obviously are going to be pretty good when they come out. If Infernities get General and the Infernity Knight, those are going to be pretty good. I've been testing those on Dueling Network. Oh, what else? I think it's a little bit more difficult because right now the format's not so much defined as it was last format because the deck types are growing and everything. But for right now, I guess agents would be the most solid build to go with if somebody's looking to build a deck. That's why I have them. They do okay. I like them and I don't. Like I said, I like them because they have really nice big monster plays. But then, I don't know, against the right kind of stun deck, they kind of die off quickly. So it depends on your flavor. I'm sorry if this video is also long and I'm ranting on. I just wanted to give you guys updates too. College-wise, for anyone out there, I am knee-deep in work, so channel updates, trades and stuff may be a little bit slower. I have to do for what is my capstone, it's called class, a 20-page paper with a rubric that is a monster. It is 7 to 8 pages long, and every little detail matters, from grammar, punctuation, to the flow of the paper. It's a monster. It's ridiculous, and it's maybe worse than a dissertation. I don't know at this point for what our college does. So I'm going to be, that all picks up within these next few weeks. And that final paper is actually due like November 16th, which I thought was ridiculous. I thought that'd be closer to like 26th to 30th, so I'd have a little bit more time, but it's not. And that starts this weekend to start putting the paper together. So that is to determine if I graduate or not. I mean, that rubric is 8 pages long, and the papers were 380 points. It is a monster. It's basically going to be my entire life for these next like 4 or 5 weeks coming up. So apologies if I don't reply to PMs, if I'm not like, oh, whatever, for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you don't see channel updates for some time. I'll try to get them in, but I'm just letting you guys know what I'm in for. Likewise, I would say you guys can still comment. You guys can still send me PMs. I still am online to check all that stuff during the week, but I just mean I may not reply instantly if it's like, oh yeah, I want to do this trade for that trade or something. Well, okay, cool, but I'll tell you that, you know, I'm not going to be home until Thanksgiving break. And I don't know how often I can put trades through because I'll be up at the college. So that's just an overall thing for you guys to know. If you care, that's cool. If you don't, then you don't. But it should give you an idea of why I haven't been doing so many channel updates aside from that one fun video I made, you know, and so on. But yeah, back to this. Give me ideas. I would love you guys for it. I know that there's no Dark Hold, there's no Monster Reborn in this deck because I built it more like stun, and room is really hard for this deck, and agents should be winning like turn 2, turn 3 anyway. So Monster Reborn and Dark Hole are cool and they're good, but really they weren't that helpful in this deck. Normally I'd have my field established and everything else before those came to be and were even a factor. So if you have suggestions, let me know. What's been running really good for you. And I don't mean like if you've been beating, I don't know, Dragoonities or lesser decks like tier 2 builds, like, oh, my agents totally raped Samurai. Okay, cool. No, I want to see agent decks that are beating Dark Worlds. I want to see agent decks that are beating the good Infernity decks. I want to see agents that are taking down the other top tier decks that are going around. I want suggestions from those kinds of builds. And I don't mean like lucky wins. I mean consistently can beat these decks without a problem and what you're using. That's what I'm interested in. Alright, as far as ways to improve this, that's including like plants and stuff. I consider them still tier 1. They're still around. Alright, that's besides the point. Anywho, I'm done ranting and talking your guys' ears off. So yeah, if you have suggestions, let me know. If you have suggestions for what decks might be good, let me know for the format. I'm still debating on a deck to stay with in main and all that for the given format. If you have unique decks, I love hearing about those and the unique decks that win. Right now, my favorite deck of the format, gonna show you here real quick actually. I gotta open something on my computer. Okay. Gonna zoom here. Is this beast, alright? So we're gonna zoom. Apologies for it being blurry, but it's my Infernity deck. I don't know if... I know Knight's coming out, but I don't know if General's coming out. So I'm after this stuff. I really like how this deck flowed. I really like how it worked. The only thing that I might change is the 3 Inferno. But aside from that, that's my favorite deck so far that I've ran. So if you guys have any of that stuff, I am looking for it. What else? What else? Oh yeah, MTG stuff. If anyone trades Magic cards out there, okay, as in Magic the Gathering, like here, you know, these cards here. I'm looking for select cards like Heartless Pod, or not Heartless Pod, sorry, Birthing Pod. The deck type that I want to build is called Heartless Pod, and other stuff like that. So PM me if you have that stuff. I know this video is really long, but like I said, this is probably going to be a big update for a long while, unless something drastic happens, like I have an opening or something. But as far as deck videos and blogs and all that, this is a big video. Alright, so you guys know. Anywho, I hope you guys can help me out. I guess I'll go over real quick what I need for this deck. Okay, out of that, I need the 3 Archfiends. I might need I think I have my Avengers. The Knights, when they come out, I don't know where rarity they'll be, but I'll definitely need 2. If they're commons, I'll probably have them on my own. I need the 2 Mirage. I need the 3 Grepher. I need 1 more Street Patrol. I need the Infernity Launcher. And the 2 Barriers. I'm pretty sure I will have everything else, or I have everything else, aside from General. I mean, if you guys have General, that's cool, but he's not legal. Alright, well, that's the idea, and I hope you guys enjoyed this entire long video. Sorry it took a while, but I haven't talked for a while on my channel to you guys. Oh, and thank you so much, too. I am like above 700 subscribers, which I never pictured happening. So I'm excited, and I thank you guys. If we can get to 1,000, I will be ecstatic, and I'll probably hold a contest or something at that point. I don't know what I have to offer, but I'll probably hold something because, you know, that's amazing. I never expected to get past 500. I was happy with 500, but I'm all the way up to 700. So thank you everyone for subscribing. Alright, that's all guys, and ZeroMagnumX out. Peace YouTube.